Welcome to the Build Report from the Build Network UK, sponsored by the health and safety experts Havio. Weymouth College is building a sustainable future for Dorset with green skills construction courses. These courses are dedicated to green skills and construction and are starting this September. They're designed to equip professionals with the skills needed to thrive in our ever-evolving construction industry. Courses include electric vehicle charging installation, solar, the installation and maintenance of heat pumps and MMC, modern methods of construction. These courses will certainly help with the huge skills shortages and are fully funded by the UK Shared Prosperity Fund via Dorset Council. So if you do want to do one of these courses, it won't cost you a penny. Renewable energy has long been talked about, but Labour really seems to be pushing it hard. Pretty much as soon as they came into power, they unveiled ambitious plans to significantly boost investment in renewable energy with its GB Energy initiative. According to the government website, renewable energy generation represented a 50.9% share of UK generation in Q1 of 2024. This initiative is set to generate approximately 200,000 jobs nationwide. The government's earmarked £8.3 billion in funding throughout the Parliament for GB Energy. There's a large range of jobs in this, so my question to the government is this: where do you expect to find these skilled workers? You say 200,000 jobs nationwide, but we don't have the skilled and experienced workers as nothing's been put in place over the last few years. This training can't just be knocked out in a week in a classroom. Now, it's a fantastic idea, but in reality, I've heard we're having to import foreign workers into the country at great cost to fill these roles. Now, I've got no issue with this at all, but it's costing us a lot more with visas, accommodation, flights, etc. And then you say it's for UK residents. If these workers had been trained a few years ago, it could have gone a long way to helping our people into employment, upskilling them and getting them off benefits. There are so many positives to this, but again, we have to work together and plan ahead as an industry. Most workers in construction on social media will remember Richie Maxwell, aka Blonde Bricky, a bricklayer from Scotland. Richie sadly took his own life, leaving behind his wife and family. I personally knew Richie, as a lot of us did in the trade, so it was wonderful to see Saatchi 2017, a football team he was a huge part of, putting on a Memorial Day and night in his memory last weekend. A staggering £3,360 was raised for Andy's Man Club. I feel since losing Richie and many others, nothing has been done. I'll continue to say it, the powers that be and the big companies who could make positive changes simply do not care. If they did, they'd be doing something about it. So if you're watching this and you are in a position to do something positive, do it now. What an amazing few days we've had weather-wise. As I sit here recording this in London, it's about 30 degrees and getting hotter. However, construction is one of the hardest jobs, especially if you're grafting on the tools in extreme temperatures. So if you're wondering, are there any laws to protect workers? Please carry on listening as I've looked into this. According to the HSE, there are no laws for maximum working temperatures, but there are laws for a minimum temperature of 16 degrees or 13 degrees if much of the work involves rigorous physical effort, so construction. These are for indoor working though. For outdoor work, the HSE tells us working in hot or cold environments for long periods can affect workers' health. Wow, groundbreaking news that is. With the CDM regs and employers' responsibility to look after their workers, you would expect the lads and lasses to be cared for. The HSE continues its guidance by saying work should be rescheduled to cooler times of the day, and more rest breaks should be introduced, and introduce shading in areas where people are working. I've been in this industry a long time and I've been up and down the country to various sites. I'd love to hear from you if these guidelines are being put in place at your work. I genuinely hope they are, but in reality, I am very doubtful. Please get in touch with us and let us know. Finally, this week's one to follow is a roofer called Oscar from Chess Roofing Limited, based in Buckinghamshire. Roofers can get a pretty bad rap, but there are some outstanding ones out there. Oscar is certainly one of those. His work is simply on another level. Covering residential and commercial works, his talent and attention to detail are out of this world. Go and follow him on Instagram at chess_roofing.